Most people think a more expensive Mercedes automatically means a better car, and most people are wrong. The difference between a $42,000 CLA and a $240,000 Maybach has almost nothing to do with how either one feels on your morning commute. It has everything to do with understanding what you are actually paying for at each level. Mercedes does not build one car for one buyer. They build 6 completely different value propositions, and most buyers end up in the wrong one. These are the 6 levels of Mercedes-Benz. By the end of this, you will know exactly where to spend your money and where you are just paying for a bigger badge. Level 1. Entry Compact CLA/GLA/GLB. Starting from $42,000. This is where Mercedes meets the masses. There is no shame in parking here. The entry lineup is 3 vehicles: the CLA sedan, the GLA compact SUV, and the GLB small crossover. Same front-wheel drive platform, same mission. Getting someone into a Mercedes for the first time. The CLA starts at $42,000, the GLA at $43,000, the GLB at $46,000. Here is what most people get wrong. These are not failed attempts at making a real luxury car. They are purpose-built to compete with the BMW 1 Series and Audi's A3. The target buyer is stepping up from a Honda Accord and wants that 3-pointed star on the hood. What you get? The badge, the widescreen displays, the turbine air vents, and the MBUX infotainment system, which is the exact same software in the $200,000 S-Class. What you sacrifice? Rear seat space, ride quality on rough roads, and the hushed cabin that defines Mercedes at higher levels. The 4-cylinder engines are adequate, 0 to 60 in about 7 seconds, fine for commuting, nothing more. One thing almost nobody mentions: Level 1 depreciation is brutal. A 3-year-old CLA loses roughly 40% of its value. A C-Class loses about 30%. If you are buying new, factor that in. If you are buying used, Level 1 is actually one of the best deals in luxury motoring because someone else took that hit. Best value, the GLB. Genuine practicality, optional 3rd row, and it drives more naturally than the cramped GLA. Level 2. Core Luxury C-Class/GLC, starting from $48,000. This is where Mercedes stops being affordable and starts being Mercedes. The C-Class and GLC are the heart of the brand. Over 300,000 C-Class units sold globally last year. The GLC is consistently one of the best-selling luxury SUVs in America. The C-Class starts at $48,450. The GLC at $49,250. Realistic prices with popular options land both in the mid-50s. The jump from Level 1 looks small on paper, $6,000 or $7,000. The difference in how these cars drive is not small at all. Here is what the marketing does not say loudly. The C-Class and GLC ride on Mercedes' rear-wheel drive platform, the same architecture underpinning everything up to the S-Class. Proper weight distribution. Sophisticated multi-link suspension. A fundamentally different driving experience than the front-wheel drive entry cars. The biggest upgrade is not the features or the bigger interior. It is the structural rigidity of the chassis. The C-Class feels planted at highway speed in a way the CLA simply cannot match. Road noise drops. The whole car feels built with more intention. There is also a secret Mercedes barely advertises. Every C-Class and GLC, including the base C300, uses a mild hybrid system. A small electric motor assists during acceleration and recovers energy under braking. You never plug it in, but the smoothness and instant responsiveness it adds are things purely mechanical competitors at this price cannot replicate. Best value, the C300 with the premium package. Proper seats, panoramic roof, and upgraded audio without crossing $60,000. Skip the AMG line appearance package. The mechanical substance matters more than the visual statement. Level 3. Executive Class, E-Class/GLE, starting from $62,000. This is where Mercedes stops being a car and becomes a statement about where you sit professionally. The E-Class sedan and GLE SUV live between attainable luxury and serious money. A loaded E-Class says you have arrived without screaming about it. The E-Class opens at $62,450 for the E350. The E450 inline-6 is $71,000. The GLE starts at $62,250 and climbs past $80,000 with the options most buyers want. Level 3 gives you something the lower levels simply cannot: genuine rear seat comfort. Adults can sit behind adults without touching knees. Business travelers actually hold working meetings in the back of these cars. Try that in a C-Class. The E-Class is also where Mercedes introduces technology before the rest of the lineup gets it: augmented reality navigation, which overlays turn arrows onto your actual live view of the road, debuted here. The conversation enhancement system for rear passengers came here first. You are buying tomorrow's standard features at today's availability. But be honest with yourself. The E-Class only makes sense if you regularly carry rear passengers who matter, or if you log serious highway miles and want extra isolation. If you primarily drive alone, the C-Class delivers 90% of the experience for 30% less money. Best value: the E350 in exclusive trim with the air suspension option. The E450's inline 6 is lovely, but costs $10,000 more for performance most owners never fully use. Put that money toward the air suspension instead. It transforms the ride. Level 4, the flagship S-Class/GLS, starting from $89,000. Now the car stops being transportation and becomes a demonstration of what is possible when cost is not the primary consideration. The S-Class and GLS exist to set the standard the rest of the automotive industry chases. When other manufacturers describe their luxury sedans, they compare them to the S-Class. Nobody compares the S-Class to anything else. The S-Class starts at $117,750 for the S500. The V8 S580 is $128,600. Add the executive rear seat package, and you cross $150,000. The GLS opens at $89,200. What does this money actually buy? A cabin so acoustically isolated that engineers had to add subtle artificial sound to prevent driver disorientation. Rear seats that heat, cool, massage, and recline to angles usually reserved for business class air travel. An air suspension that reads the road ahead with cameras and pre-adjusts each wheel's damping before you hit the imperfection. The car is literally preparing for bumps you have not reached yet. The current S-Class also introduced the Hyperscreen, a 56-inch curved display spanning the entire dashboard, and augmented reality navigation that projects directions onto your actual view through the windshield. Features that will reach the C-Class and E-Class eventually, but S-Class owners get them 3 to 5 years early. The uncomfortable truth: most S-Class buyers spend 80% of their time in traffic, where a C-Class performs identically. The S-Class earns its price on long highway runs and chauffeured rear seat time. If neither describes you, you may be paying for capability you rarely access. Best value: the GLS 450. Flagship space and presence with the inline 6. The V8 GLS 580 costs $20,000 more for acceleration you will use twice a year. Level 5. A MG Performance C43/C63/E53/GT, starting from $64,000. This is where Mercedes stops optimizing for comfort and starts optimizing for speed. AMG started in 1967 as two engineers building race engines in a converted mill in Grossespach, Germany. The name comes from their initials plus the town name. What began in a garage became one of the most respected performance divisions in the world. The AMG hierarchy is confusing, so here it is clearly. Models ending in 43 or 45 are entry AMG, turbocharged 4-cylinders making around 400 horsepower. The C43 starts at $64,150. Models ending in 53 are mid-tier, mild hybrid inline 6s, with the E53 at $88,000. Models ending in 63 are the full experience. Traditionally hand-built V8s with a technician's name plaque in the engine bay. The current C63 controversially switched to a hybridized 4-cylinder, producing 671 horsepower, the most powerful production 4-cylinder ever built. What separates a real AMG from a standard Mercedes with the appearance package? The suspension is developed and tuned at the Nürburgring. The brakes handle repeated hard stops from high speed without fading. The transmission shifts faster with more aggressive programming. The exhaust is heard before the car is seen. These are not cosmetic differences, they are mechanical ones. But the AMG badge has been diluted. Mercedes sells AMG line appearance packages on standard models, adding sporty bumpers and badges with zero mechanical changes. Plenty of CLA owners have AMG steering wheels in cars with 188 horsepower. Know the difference before you pay the premium. Best value: the AMG C43. 0 to 60 in 4.6 seconds, full warranty, reasonable running costs. The jump to the C63 SE adds 200 horsepower and $40,000. Unless you track the car regularly, that math does not work. Level 6. Ultra Prestige G-Class/Maybach. Starting from $148,000. We have left the realm of rational automotive decisions. At Level 6, you are not buying transportation, you are buying a statement, a symbol. Logic does not govern this level, desire does. The G-Class is the most illogical vehicle Mercedes sells. Designed in 1979 as a military truck for the German armed forces and the Shah of Iran. Never meant to be a civilian luxury product. 45 years later, it commands six-figure prices, $30,000 dealer markups, and waiting lists measured in months. The G550 starts at $148,250. The AMG G63 is $186,000. Nearly 6,000 pounds, 14 miles per gallon in the city. Aerodynamics engineers at every other brand spend careers trying to avoid. A turning radius requiring three-point maneuvers where a normal SUV simply steers around. A door closing sound so distinctive Mercedes trademarked it, and people pay enthusiastically. The G-Class communicates something no smoother, more efficient vehicle can communicate. It says the owner chose presence over optimization. It says the owner does not need to compromise. Whether that appeals to you or seems absurd depends entirely on who you are. Then there is Maybach. The Maybach S-Class starts at $235,000 and climbs to $240,500 for the S680, with its twin-turbo V12 making 621 horsepower. The Maybach GLS 600 SUV is $178,450. Both feature champagne flute holders, hand-stitched Napa leather on every surface, and two-tone paint combinations that require additional weeks of dedicated factory time. The Maybach is not built faster than the S-Class. It is built slower, deliberately, because the process is part of what you are paying for. The uncomfortable truth: most Level 6 buyers rarely drive these vehicles the way they were meant to be experienced. Maybachs get chauffeured. G-Classes get parked in front of restaurants in cities with no unpaved road within 200 miles. They are not transportation. They are expressions of success. If you are buying Level 6 because you think it drives proportionally better than a $130,000 S-Class, you will be disappointed. A Maybach may be 10% more comfortable. That math only works when the money genuinely does not change the equation for you. Best value: the G550. The AMG G63 adds $40,000 for power you cannot legally use and an exhaust note that attracts police attention. Same visual statement, lower insurance, better fuel economy. So where does that leave you? The sweet spot is between Level 2 and Level 4. The C-Class to the S-Class, roughly $48,000 to $150,000. This is where Mercedes engineering and genuine value actually align. Start at Level 2 if you are new to the brand. Move to Level 3 if you carry rear passengers regularly or log serious highway miles. Consider Level 4 when the S-Class is a milestone, not a stretch. Buy Level 5 only if you will actually use the performance. And approach Level 6 with clear eyes. That money buys 3 excellent Mercedes instead of 1 extraordinary one. The best Mercedes is always the one you actually drive. Everything else is expensive garage decoration. Thanks for watching. Subscribe for more honest breakdowns like this every week.